Hi everyone, it's Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Playdead Live Crossfire. We got VOX, we got ARC, and a big one tonight. We got VOX trying to get in the win column tonight. They have been planning, they have been strategizing, getting their team together, and ARC trying to get a share of first place to set up a big match with Mir, the Red Wedding, next week. Before we get started, how about a super chat shout out? Valar in the house. You know Valar's in the house. She's going to say hello, Kills, 99 Army mods, channel members, PDL players, sponsors, bundle, box, burn coin. Speaking of box, what do we have tomorrow, everybody? We have been waiting for it for about a month. Who can tell me? We got the most epic of epic box events lined up for tomorrow. You guys have been waiting for it, and we're absolutely going to deliver an amazing event. We need everybody that can to show up tomorrow. I see J-Law in the house. J-Law, much love to everybody. Good luck. Slow progress, but you're going to be back before we know it, J-Law. We know that. Also, big shout out to Deadly Dimes. Deadly Dimes doing a little small recovery today, but Dimes will be back on her feet very soon. And how about, collectively, can you guys do me a favor? How about happy birthday, Haley? Father Ron, on his daughter's 16th birthday, coming here trying to get a W for the Messenger of the Lord family. So shout out. And then we'll do one more because we know that it is also, I got to separate these two because Ron's daughter's 16 and he doesn't want to hear it's date night. Ron's like, no. Let's not talk about dates. So happy birthday to Haley. And then on the other side, we'll pause. How about shout out to Ranger Chris? Shout out to Trigger's Army. It is date night, baby. So we got a lot of things going on. A lot of good stuff going on. And we're also going to, because it is ARC's home game, we're going to unveil the second place award. Something I think you guys are going to think is really, really special. So let's start out with the standings. You can see Mir at 3-1, big win the other night against Sly. That point differential 373. Sly still 2-2. ARC has a better winning percentage. So if ARC wins tonight, they will go into second. If VOX wins tonight, ARC will stay in third, and VOX will start to move up. You can see the point differentials there. As I said, tonight is the award giveaway. I'll talk about that in a second. And then Monday night and Wednesday night, we've got Mir versus VOX. I said a showdown between Mir and ARC, but it's actually Mir and VOX. We've got Red Wedding, and we've got ARC and Sly for Red Wedding next week. And the ARC and Mir are the week after that. So I stand corrected. But you can see, this is what we got going on. There is no bundle tonight. I did have some people message and say, is there going to be items, going to be pet? No. Pet will be next week. We're not doing a bundle tonight because there's going to be a ton of items in that box of it. Do me a favor. There's like 20-some boxes. If you've got a box lined up in that box event tomorrow, give me a 999. I want you guys to see. I think it's a 24-box event. And we've sold a good portion of even the next one. So it's going to be a good one. You guys, the last one we did, people said it's the best box event ever. Because of Slater and just all the new items that were there. So you can see there's a lot of people that are going to be opening packs tomorrow. Some people are going to be opening more than one. I know there's more people that have boxes than that, but Kel will have to get the info out to everybody. But it is going to be a really good box event. Be here tomorrow night. You're not going to want to miss it. And then we've got Friday night. We've got the part 2 to the casino night. And then Saturday night, the first ever, I know some people are like, no, I'm afraid of Battle Royale. No, let me tell you, Battle Royale, it is elimination. It is called Ghost Elimination, and the first time you die, you become a ghost. Second time you die, you are out. So it is elimination battle. Only one person will rise to the top. We need you guys to get in the game. It's going to be a lot of fun on Saturday night. All right, now with all of that being said, as I said, there is not a bundle. And Ron had asked me a couple weeks ago, when are we going to start doing the pack rolls again? So we got a box event tomorrow night. After we get that box event under our belt, we will start doing the roll-offs again so you guys can win some free packs starting next Monday. All right. Let's take a look at the PCP points. This is absolutely packed. Look at the standings now for PCP points. Trigger, Samurai, Kel, Deadly Dimes all tied with 2 gold bars. Go down to the DZ. JJ pulling away from the crowd. Valar and Crimson right there tied for second. Range Rover, Deadly Dimes with the tire. Then Julia, then Moonshot. Submarine, we got Valar. Number 1 in the submarine category with the waves. We've got the tank, Jim Stone and B-Dub tied for first. Go down to the Temple. Temple, we got Justice. Justice playing tonight. Will he get even more? Page 2, look at the turrets. We've got Animal. Animal is this Century Man. Look at the Ace Award. Animal with 4. Samurai with 3. Regin, Busy Bee, and Kel on the list. Ruffled Feather. Busy Bee, Ron, Jim Stone, and Pope. Stealth Bomber. Julia, JJ, Valar, and Justice all tied. Ron, the only person to get the surrender so far this season. Watchtower. How many people have lit up the 9th Watchtower? Pope, Jim, Regin, JJ. Strawman, Crimson Tide, crushing the Strawman. 3 times she's gotten the 6th Strawman. Pretty impressive. And then the vehicle theft, the Spyglass, Grand Theft, Ocean Man is the only person to get the Spyglass so far. So, awesome, awesome stuff. So I know you guys are liking the PCP points. So, we're going to be a little early with our start tonight, but I can show you guys one more thing because we got to show you guys the Arc Recreation Room. You know, Arc had a arcade, but we never built them a rec room. So I'm going to take you to the Arc Rec Room, and you guys do me a favor, put your hands together for Arc, who did finish 2nd place. Look, Mir got the championship, but Arc made a great run last season. They got to the finals yet again, gave Mir a good battle. So give Arc a shout out, and I'm going to take you guys to the Arc Rec Room, and I'm going to show you a brand new item rolled out. I'm not going to go through all of it today and explain everything. There will be questions starting tomorrow, so I'll give you a little bit of an overview. All right. Pretty cozy, right? Here it is. Here's the Arc Rec Room. You can see the background. There's their Cove Championship. Got their trophy over there. All the members. And, of course, they got the Arc Ascension grenade. Well, tonight, we're rolling out a brand new smoke. It's called the Arc Ice Smoke. And I think you guys are going to like this. It's going to be played a lot like Mirror Smoke. It's going to be played a lot like Sin Smoke was. This is a really, really good smoke. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of what it does. Think about a combination between a smoke and a spark. So the Arc Ice, whenever you play it, it is going to, this little icon here, see this little blue smoky icon? It is going to go to the target. That could be a player, a pet, or the other team's wall. Now, by player pet, it would be you or your team, your pet or your team's pet, or the other team's wall. The first charge of it does nothing. It's just a freezing mist that's there. But, and smokes usually don't do this. If a second Arc Ice Smoke hits the same target, it will create an absorption. That means if you play an Arc Ice Smoke on the other team's wall, and they don't hit the wall and deal any damage to dissipate the smoke, and then your second player plays another one, there's going to be an absorption on that block, which is going to nerf that block 20%, just like the other absorptions. So it's a way to get a smoke play in to do a little bit. Now, if you play this smoke and the next attack hits the wall and damages it, that first charge goes away, just like the max spark. So you'd have to start over. Same thing, you got a player that comes in and you want to get them an absorption because you can't play an absorption potion on them. You can play an Arc Ice Smoke on your teammate, and if they don't hit your teammate and another player comes up and puts it on them, then it will create a full absorption. So the strategy is twofold. One, you're going to be able to double up on it, but it can be unholied, it can be phantom caped, and any damage to that target will get rid of it. You kind of got to start over. The reason this is so good is because you guys have some rounds that you're looking for a smoke to play. Whether it's Dragon Smoke, Heal and Seal, there's 1 or 2 rounds you're looking for that extra smoke. So don't get discouraged that a hit or damage is going to get rid of it, because you still got 6 other players. It does not stack, so you can't put a whole bunch on there at one time. But if you get an absorption on their wall, it will nerf it. Once that's gone, you could put 2 more on them and do another one. Imagine playing Arc Ice Smoke and getting that absorption on their wall. It's on that block, and then they go to hit that block, and then you play Sonar as well. So it could almost be like a double nerf. There'll be more details on this over the next couple days. You have questions, but just know it's going to be a really, really cool play, and it's going to get some more action on the smoke game without making everything so overpowered. All right. You guys got a good understanding? All right, if you got a good understanding, give me 999s. Just want to make sure. It's not very difficult. Y'all got some nice sofas there. A little futon action. Everybody going to hang out at the Arc Rec Room. All right. Yeah, I think you guys will enjoy this one. Cannot be played tonight. There'll be more questions around it. But you'll be able to play it next week. All right. I think, from what I've seen, I think we got everybody here. I'm okay to start 4 minutes early. Let's get this thing rolling. And everybody, we're going to have a fast-moving game. We got great captains tonight, as we know we do for every game. But the game's starting to flow even faster. So if you're Dr. Dye, Justice, Ron, Kat, Jim, Julia, Dow, or Valar, give me your pre-match buffs right now. We're going to start this thing a few minutes early tonight. Get you guys in the game, having some fun. Love these summertime Play Dead live matches. Nothing I'd rather do on a Monday and Wednesday night than watch you guys go to battle. All right, we got Julia, Ron, Justice, Jim, Dr. Dye, Dow. We need Kat. And Valar. Where you at, Valar? Come on, Valar. Really? Valar! All right, there we go. All right, we got everybody's pre-match buffs. Let's get together, have a good time. This means something, but more importantly, have fun. I'm going to take you down to the Arc Crossfire Field. Here we go, everybody. All right, starting out, going first in the tank zone, we've got Dow. Dow followed by Father Ron. Over in the bomber zone, Ron is the captain. He is also the siege person from the bomber zone. Ron is going to be followed by Jim Stone diagonally. Jim in the bomber zone. Jim siege. Jim cap. Ron and Jim been comparing notes. Look at this. Identical. Cool stuff. All right, after Jim Stone, we got Justice across from Dow. And they are playing the battleship. You can see Arc has the tank. VOX has the battleship. We've got Julia in the rover zone. And looks like both players are missing. I got to get you guys some rovers, don't I? Let me get rovers up on the board. All right, get a couple rovers here. There we go. Put it in reverse. Drive them on over here so you guys can see. There we go. All right, rovers are on the field. We've got, after Julia, we got Kat in the DZ. After Kat, we got Valar in the DZ. And going last for Team VOX in the rover zone is Dr. Die. As a reminder, 20-second timers are in effect. You cannot challenge the timer. So if I see it on my screen, I call it. Then you just got to play it. If you lag out, my apologies. It happens sometimes. All right, with that being said, let's kick this thing off 1 minute early. Dow, you got a 20-second timer starting right now. Get your move in. Three more seconds. Will he beat the timer? Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. We are off to a rough start here, Ark. 0 for 1. All right. Hey, better to get it right, though. Dow's going to jump into tank. When he jumps into tank, let's give him a cannonball. Dow grabbing that cannonball. We got PCP points, 25 right there. All right, after he gets into tank, we've got boss to Main Street, seal and absorption. All right, let's put that boss on Main Street. Boss in 1 would cap in 3. He's got gear absorption, and now he's got regular absorption. Inferno Strawman, he's going mass destruction. MD1 and Lightning Strawman early. Now, that is going to get rid of his gear absorption. It's going to keep his regular absorption. That's exactly why he did it. All right, Strawman number 1 is lit up. All right, let's kick it over to Father Ron. 20-second timer, Ron. Challengers tonight are Dr. Die and Julia. Ron is going to Kimuri to the ozone. Boss to their chest. Vial to Julia. Now that will, Kimuri is going to take him over to the ozone. He's a siege person, so he's sieging. Boss to their chest, Vial to Julia, Spruce to Strawman, mass destruction. Boss to their chest in 1 would cap in 3. Let's get the Vial on Julia. That is going to break her gear absorption. And Spruce to Strawman to put it out. All right, Ron playing free Kimuri. Boss, Vial, Spruce, and mass destruction. And he did beat the timer as well. All right, let's go over to Jim's in the siege area. Jim, 20-second timer. Easily beats the timer. Jim is going to roll over to their DZ. Seal absorption. Dark boss to their chest. Jim playing dark boss in 1 would cap in 3. Could be worth an extra 25 if they cap it. Denim to the temple and a second charge of mass destruction. Let me know if the temple hits. Ron says it does. Let's put out the flame in the temple. All right, good stuff. Let's kick it over to Justice, 20-second timer from the tank zone. Timer's up. Let's see if he beat it. Justice did not beat the timer. After Justice, we got Julia Cat, Villar, and Dr. Dye. All right, Justice is going to the temple steps. Going to go Scold to Julia. Spruce to the temple. Play a seal. Mass destruction. Up to 3. All right, goes to the temple. Goes Scold to Julia. That's going to take Julia down to 92% health. Because it hits, Justice is getting the absorption. He's also going to light a watchtower. Watchtower number 1. And puts out the flame. All right, let's go over to Julia, 20-second timer. Easily beats the timer. Mythic Stasis on Cat. Going to go Sleet Wand. Sleet Wand is going to freeze that top block. Ice Wands are out of play. Stasis, Sleet, jump into Rover, go to Temple, Heal and Seal, Denim. All right. You go inside the temple because you can, because Jim already put it out. Heal and Seal. All right, Stasis is good. Sleet Wand is good. Heal and Seal is good. Mass Destruction is good. The Temple grenade fizzles because it's already been put out the previous turn. All right, so the attack just fizzles out, and let's go over to Cat, 20-second timer. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. You guys might need to refresh just to make sure, but not beating the timer so far. That's 3 players in the first 6. After Cat, we got Villar and we got Dr. Die. All right, we're going to start a second countdown timer. This will nerf the attack. Timer's up. All right, somebody's going to have to post it or break it down. It's not on my screen. There's nothing there. All right. Submarine, I'm assuming. All right, Cat's releasing the sub. And that is going to knock Julia out of the rover and out of the temple. And she is waterlogged. She cannot go back in the temple. And Cat getting a wave. 25-point wave. All right. Releases the sub. Knocks Julia out of the temple, out of the rover. And waterlogged, cannot go back in the temple for at least one round. All right, let's go over to Villar. Villar, 20-second timer. Easily beats the timer. All right, Villar's playing Watcher. So Watcher does two things. One, it gives them 5 points. But it also raises, Ron, the requirement to light a watchtower is now F5. That's the minimum. She's also going to seal Inferno to Strawman. Flourish Wand and render Dr. Die. Dr. Die, I need you to sacrifice one of your scoring pets that you have. You got to have it. It would have to be Gideon, Kang, Cinder. All right, Cinder. So Dr. Die cannot play Cinder because of the render ability. Flourish Wand. Earth Wand, we're going to put a absorption right there. All right, quick recap. Valar plays Watcher. She gets 5 points and ups the rage to light any watchtower by Vox up to F5. Each Watcher would increase it even more. Inferno to Strawman loses her gear absorption, Flourish Wand, and a render on Dr. Die. All good moves, Valar. All right, let's go to Dr. Die, 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Very good first round. All right, she's going to get into Rover. She gets into Rover. Choppers are now out of play. Julia and Dr. Die both getting tires. Moves to the temple. Going to play Mythic Gideon. All right. Justice is at the stairs, but Dr. Die is actually inside the temple. Mythic Gideon's going to give Arc a -28. Dropping a seal. And using an F5, Elmo, to light one of the watchtowers. And mass destruction. All right, Rover's good. Moves to the temple. Mythic Gideon, seal, F5, Elmo, mass destruction. All right, now here's why Justice does not rotate in, even though Julia got knocked out. In the first round, actually, that is not correct. Justice does rotate in because you can only be the first to occupy it if it's unoccupied. But because Julia did go into the temple, Justice does rotate into the temple. Had it been left vacant, you're the only person that can get it. But if you go in and you get knocked out, that is a perfectly legit play. So both Justice and Dr. Die inside the temple. They only get one blessing, but it is a round that Justice is there. All right, we got Cat with the halo. We got Valar with a halo. Siege people, you know where you're at. And Julia, you are in the no zone in round number 1. All right, let's go to round number 2. 20-second timer. Dow, starting now. Beats the timer pretty easily. Thank you for that. S8 Seismic to the wall. Ignite. Torment Justice. Mythic Kang to his boss. I like it. Dow was like, I ain't wasting no time. Get that Mythic Kang. Torment on Justice. All right, so Dow in round 2. Ron, this is going to be an S10 Seismic. Dow bringing the heat early. Justice going to play Horus and stop the grenade. S8 Seismic does not hit. I like the thought, though, early on. Ignite as well. A lot of juice on there. Mythic Kang is good. And let's kick it over to Father Ron. 20-second timer, Ron. Timer's up. Let's see if he beat it. Just under the radar. Ron's going to move to their DZ. He's walking across the bridge over here with Villar. Going to play Mythic Gideon. Both should. The ozone should be dimmed and your DZ should be dimmed. And the straw man was 5 points for Arc. VOX 0 and the DZ was 25-25. Pet Repel. All right, Inferno to Strawman hits. But Ron, they got control of the Strawman, so the Inferno is just going to fizzle out. And Jim, sacrifice a scoring pet. Cinder, Gideon, Orbital, or Kang. You can't use it for the rest of the game. Julia missed a temple and Ron missed a straw man. So it's even right now, right? All right, so Jim's sacrificing Orbital. All right, so Dr. Dye and Jim, both. All right, now I'm going to start the timer. So everybody in agreement, Jim, no Orbital tonight. All right, here's a 20-second timer, Jim. Timer's up. See if she beat it. Barely beat the timer. Move to their O-zone. Upstairs, across the rope. Gold Kang to her boss. Jim playing Gold Kang. Could be worth 55. Inferno Strawman and going to hinder Justice. Give Justice that -1. And they're going to light Strawman number 2. That is going to break Jim's seal. Second Strawman for Team Arc. Movement's good. Kang is good. Hinder and Inferno. All right, let's go over to Justice. 20-second timer. Justice is tormented, cannot enrage. Timer's up. See if Justice comes in under the timer this time. Does not beat the timer. Just missed it. Mythic Kang to Ron's boss. Could be worth 63. Dragon Smoke, Spruce to Strawman, and Render Julia. All right, going to Dragon Smoke to light that DZ back up. It cannot be extinguished again. Julia's going to sacrifice her Chromica and a Spruce to Strawman. 3 pets have already been rendered tonight. I love it. I love the new ability. Mythic Kang is good, Dragon Smoke, Spruce, and Render. All right, let's go over to Julia. Julia, 20-second timer. She does beat the timer. She's going to move to the bomber zone. Dragon Smoke to relight their ozone. Gold Rage, F4 Seismic loaded to the wall with Ignite. All right, we got a 4. Gold Rage, 5, 6, 7. Ron, first hit of the night on a wall. Julia with the E7 and a Seismic. First Seismic is in play. A second one would flip a vehicle. I'm going to put it up here. And a little bit of wall damage tonight. E7, black block, green block, mass destruction, 25% of a green block. You got 75 green remaining, Julia. 2 1/4 blocks. All right, let's kick it over to Cat. 20-second timer. Cat and Stasis just released the sub. See what is in store for round number 2. Timer's up. See if she beats the timer. Barely beats the timer. Mythic Kang to Ron's boss. Got a second Kang right there. Going to drop a Seal. F5 Elmo to the watch tower and render Valar. Valar, I need you to sacrifice a scoring pet. Another Elmo. And another watchtower. Third watchtower for Team VOX. We'll reset them. They can light up 6 more. Valar going to sacrifice Cinder. Make sure you guys have notes of what people are giving up for their scoring tonight. All right, let's go over to Valar. Valar, 20-second timer, starting right now. We got Valar, and then we got Dr. Die. Timer's up. Valar does beat the timer. She's going to use Legendary Shrine All right, Valar. Legendary Shrine. It's going to close a temple chamber. Which person, which temple chamber are you closing? Dr. Die or Justice? And she's going to go Vines to Cat. All right, Dr. Die moving out of the temple. Losing her rover. Dr. Die is going to medic the Vines. Cat will keep her seal. All right, Ron, does the Inferno hit? All right, because the Vines are stopped, when Valar attacks Cat, it's no damage is getting through, it's just going to break her seal. So Valar does not get an absorption. She does not get the Watchtower. She does like Strawman number 2. And that's going to break Valar's seal. All right, Legendary Shrine moves Dr. Die out of there. One second, I want to get the exact effect of the Legendary Shrine. All right, so Temple Chamber disappears this turn, so no player can enter it. So she can't be put back in there. It's just gone. So that side is disappeared. Vines to Cat, stopped. Gold Scold is stopped. Valar playing the absorption, sorry. So Valar will keep her seal because the Straw Man effect is going to come back and break the absorption she just played. Lights a Straw Man and then Mass Destruction, all good. All right, let's go over to Dr. Die. Dr. Die, 20-second timer. Last move of round number 2. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer this round. All right, we're going to start a second 20-second timer. This would nerf the attack. Beats the second timer. Mythic Kang to Ron's boss. All right, we've got a third Kang there. Could be worth 63. S8 Spruce to Watchtower. Render Valar with Thrill Smoke. It hits. All right. Spruce is not a specialty grenade. So there's going to be no effect on the Watchtower. And Valar, you're getting rendered. You have to sacrifice a second scoring pet. All right, Valar's Orbital is now to play. Okay, take a deep breath, everybody. Relax, have some fun. Mythic Kang is good. The Thrill, the S8, all happens. The Spruce happens. Unfortunately, it's not specialty, doesn't do anything. And then the render on Valar does make her sacrifice a pet. Let's get captains. Give me your third round subs. Gemstone puts out a Dragon Stone. Ron puts out the defensive Dragon Stone. Justice spends a second round in the Temple. Strawman, we got 10 points for Arc, 0 for Vox. DZ is 25 to 25. Cat getting a Halo. And Valar getting a Halo. Actually, DZ is 25 Vox, 0 Arc, because Ron neutralized it. 25 to 0. All right, Pope coming in for Dow. Giving up the tank rage early. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Tank is gone. Pope coming in. Trigger for Dr. Die. Trigger coming into Rover Zone. All right. Valar losing her seal. Cat had no seal. Ron losing his pet repel. Julia's in the bomber zone. She takes 10% suffocation. It'll take her down to 82. Everybody else is at 100%. All right, so we know that Arc's going to get a flag. They're also going to get a Kang from Dow. It's 1 flag to 0. And Dow, 20-second timer starting now. Pope, 20-second timer. All right, beats the timer. All right. Move to Temple is good. Seal is good. You could not Tupac to Jim, but oh, okay. Gotcha. He's playing a cyborg, not the pet. Woo! All right, you're lucky you got a cyborg named Tupac. All right, I understand. Playing cyborg Pac to Jim so she can play 2. bosses. I was about to make you play Tupac on yourself because it looked like a double pet, but one's a cyborg, one's a boss. Boss to Main Street. Playing boss in 3 would cap in 5. All right, cyborg to Jim. She can play 2 bosses this game. Move to Temple, boss to Main Street. Seal. Rage, Vapor to the Watchtower with Mass Destruction. That's 5 MDs. All right, he's going to light the first Watchtower for T-Mark. See how the Watcher's so good? Pope's lighting Watchtowers with Rage. VOX has to use at least an F5 to start out. It's crazy. All right, Cyborg's good, Movement's good, Boss is good, Seal's good, and regular Rage with a Vapor Grenade to Watchtower and Mass Destruction. All right, so we also know that Ron's going to cap. He's going to cap some Kangs too. So they're getting their first flag, but they're getting 189 points in Kangs. Flags are going to be 1-1. And Ron, you got a 20-second timer starting right now. Ron beats the timer. Ron is sieging, so I'm implying he's moving to their rover zone. Yep. Going to fly Valar and Julia. Going to drop a seal. Gold orbital to the wall. Could be worth 19. Spruce to Strawman with Barrage. Jim, does the Strawman hit? Ron moves to their rover. Going to play a Cyborg for Valar and Julia. Dropping a seal, a pet, and putting out a Strawman. All right, let's douse Strawman number 2. And Valar and Julia both in the no zone. And it's pick and stick, so they cannot move until round 4. Nor can they be moved or talent. They're stuck where they are. Still in range to do your attacks, whatever you want to do. But you're stuck there. All right, let's go from Ron over to Gemstone. 20-second timer. Easily beats the timer. Jim going to head on up to their bomber zone. Going to go boss to their chest. So Jim capping a 55-point Kang. And a Dark Boss. 2 flags to 1. Jim playing boss in 3 would cap in 5. Going to use the Shifting Winds to steal Ron's seal. Give it to her. Purple wands are out of play. Going to go Dragon Smoke to relight her DZ. And what are you blessing, Jim? Who or what? An Inferno to Strawman is going to light Strawman number 2. And Jim is going to take no damage because it's going to break the seal that she just took from Ron. All right. So I just need to know who the target is that you're going to use Bless on. You can. Well, no, Kang's gone. It capped. But it's going to give bonus health to a target. It's going to give you 2% bonus health. All right, so Jim's going to make her boss a little bit stronger. 102%. All right, let's go over to Justice. 20-second timer, Justice. Make it a little harder to kill. Timer's up. See if he beats it. Not beating the timer. After Justice, we got Julia, Cat, Villar, and Trigger. All right, we're going to start a second timer for Nerf. This would have a 10% Nerf attached to it. All right, second timer is up. Do we have Justice? She did, and she lost it when the Inferno hit the straw man. All right, Justice going to play Rod. Torment the Pope. F5 Elmo to the Watchtower. Hits. Fourth Watchtower for Justice. Elmo, another 10. Rod, Torment, F5, all good for Justice. All right, let's go over to Julia, 20-second timer. Julia Cat, Villar, and Dr. Die. All right, Julia. Beating the timer and using the Coronal Wand. We haven't seen it in a while. But it'll light straw man number 3 if straw man number 2 is already lit. So Julia using the fire wand. Sometimes it just works out that way, right? Straw man number 3. Fire wands are off the board. Absorption. Ron, you got the Corona wand, which lights 3. Then you got Roxy, and then you got an Inferno. And then a render to Justice. So Justice is going to have to sacrifice a scoring pet. So Justice, let me know which one. Got Kang, Cinder, Gideon. Ron's going to play red-blue. Red-blue is going to break Julia's absorption. Roxy's going to spread it to number 4. And we just need to know which pet Justice is going to sacrifice. Cinder. All right. Wand is good. Roxy's good. Absorption is there temporarily. Inferno breaks the absorption and the render. All right, let's go from Julia over to Kat. 20-second timer. Kat, Villar, and Trigger. Very good game. Good use of abilities tonight. Timer's up. See if Kat beats the timer. Did not beat the timer. Not sure, but it's pretty much just you. Type it again. All right, Talon Trigger to their DZ. Pet Repel. Sorry, can't play Talon. Because you have Strawman, or because you have Stasis. So Talon is not eligible, so I'm going to let you play a different pet. Pet Repel, Spruce, and Mass Destruction. And I need a valid pet because, all right, Mythic Gideon. Minus 28. So Mythic Gideon, Pet Repel, Spruce, and Mass Destruction. Spruce is going to put out number 4. Everything else is good. Let's go to Villar. 20-second timer. I'm not going to give Kat the timer penalty. what I'm going to do is tell the rest of you guys, do not type mass destruction, okay? Apparently it doesn't like it, but I'm not going to give her the timer penalty. So type MD. I guess YouTube thinks that's bad. All right, Mythic Kang to Main Street Boss. Valar had beaten the timer easily. Mythic Kang is worth 63. Heal and Seal. Dust to Justice. Going to use the Blackout Wand. Valar says, if I can't be in the DZ, you can't get no points either. Nice move there, Valar. Ron says, wait. A hinder to Justice, give him a -2. And if you guys are watching and you play in the future, do not type mass destruction. Make sure you put MD as an abbreviation so it doesn't affect your timer. All right, Mythic Kang is good. Heal and Seal, good. You can't play Dust on Justice because you played a Heal and Seal. So I'm going to give Valar a warning for double smokes. Seismic is going to be stopped. S8, dark blue from trigger. Second blue. It's going to reduce the next grenade thrown by VOX by 25%. I'm sorry, by arc, because Ron played the dark blue. All right, let me recap. Valar plays Mythic Kang. That's good. She plays Heal and Seal. That's good. She doubles up on the smoke. That's not good. She gets a warning. No points taken off. Blackout Wand is good. There's no DZ this round. S8 Seismic. Ron stops it with a dark blue. They're going to hinder Justice. The dark blue will deal 10 to Valar. Take her down to 90, but she does have the Heal and Seal, which will take her back to 100. And the next grenade is 25% nerfed. And trigger. First move of the night, trigger. It's date night. 20-second timer. There are no DZ points this round because the Blackout Wand. Valar going to use Absorption ability, which is fine, but it won't change anything because you're still going to be at 100%. Now you're going to be at 100%. Timer's up, trigger. Did not beat the timer. Y'all might want to message Trigger, make sure she's not lagging. I'm getting ready to start another timer. I think, Vox, do you guys have one soup can with a bunch of strings attached that you guys are talking through? Because you guys are really hurting me on the timers tonight. Trigger going to the temple steps. Going to steal Julia's boss. All right, Julia, your boss is out of play. Luna Lamp to Justice. Justice, get 3 Super 8s. Mythic Kang and a seal. All right, I don't think VOX has a boss to play a Mythic Kang on. Steps are good. Steal the boss is good. Luna Lamp's good. All right, I need a valid pet because you don't have a boss. I'm going to give Vox a warning as well. So Ark has now gotten a warning for a double smoke. And second time tonight, I'm giving Vox a warning. You guys got to have valid pets out. Yeah, I don't know, Angel. You might be about 5 minutes behind. Ron, can you get me a pet in chat and then see what we can do to refresh? We're going to lose about 5 minutes from this one turn. Dark Boss to their chest. That would be a better pet than a Mythic Kang, right? All right. Dark Boss to their chest is a legal play because okay, play Kang if you don't have a boss. Playing Dark Boss in 3 with cap in 5. All right, Temple Steps. Boss, Luna Lamp, and the Dark steals a boss and plays a Dark Boss. All right, that is the final move in round number 3. No DZ points, 0-0. No halos. Blessings. 1 for Ark. 1 for Vox. Justice and Pope, both in the temple. Strawman, Ark 15. Vox 0. Siege, we got Dragonstone dimmed here. All right. Should be called up. We're going to start round number 4. Pope, 20-second timer. Timer's up. See if he beat it. He does beat it. Mythic Kang to his boss. Mythic Kang, we're 63 if it caps. Torment to trigger. Inferno to Strawman. Render to Justice and 6s for a block. Taking a green block with 6s. Inferno going to light Strawman number 4. It's also going to break his seal. He was tormented, so that's why he didn't enrage. And I need Justice to sacrifice another pet. Another scoring pet, Justice. Got rid of Cinder last time. What can you get rid of this time? All right. And while Justice is typing his pet, I'm going to switch over to Ron. 20-second timer, Ron. Ron beats the timer. Going to move to their tank zone. Going to turn Julia into a warrior again. Welcome back. Scold to Pope. Dragon Smoke. Ron, you want Dragon Smoke the Ozone or the Bomber? All right, Ron's getting rid of that Ozone Dragon Smoke. All right, what is Alex preventing? All right. So, Ron, first things first, you have to pick a legal target for the Trixie. You are in the tank zone. It's a grenade. It's not a shot. You have to be in the midpoint to get the grenade for the Trixie. You can't reach Cat Stasis in the DZ. So we got to start out with a valid target. The Stasis is not a valid target. Can be a secondary target. All right. It's going to hit Valar. And then the wall. So, Jim, do you still want to stop the Trixie? And if so, you want to stop the one on Valar, stop the one on the wall, or let them hit? All right, they're going to hit. So Villar's going to lose her seal. Ron kind of got what he wanted, I think, anyway. Lose the seal and breaks the frozen block from the sleet wand. Scold to Pope. Hits. Going to take Pope down to 90%. Going to light Watchtower number 5. And it's also going to give Ron a free absorption. Moves to Tank Zone. Legendary. Pet. Dragon Smoke. Trixie to Villar and the wall. And he was going to divert, but it wasn't stopped. So there's nothing to divert. All right, let's go over to Gemstone. 20-second timer, Jim. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. Going to move to their rover zone. Gold Gideon. Be minus 24. Seal and Thrill. Inferno to Strawman. I'm going to send a red deer over to Trigger. You going to, like, hit her with the antlers or what? Trigger, you have to sacrifice a scoring pet, as that is a rendition of Render. Trigger just got Rudolphed. Trigger is going to sacrifice Cinder. And Ron, I still need the second pet from Justice, as he got rendered again. Never got typed, so I need to know what Justice sacrificed for his last pet. Trigger getting rid of the Cinder. Thank you, Trigger. And that's super fast. All right, Inferno to Strawman. Strawman number 4. Inferno's going to take Jim down to 90. All right, I'm going to have to hold up the game until we get Justice rendered. I can't go to another player yet. All right, going to take out Orbital. Thank you, Justice. Appreciate that. All right. Now we go to Justice. Justice, 20-second timer for you, starting right now. You guys are going to have a long list. I don't think there'll be this many renders in a regular game once we get going, but render will be played a decent amount, so get ready. All right, beats a timer. Moxie Strawman, F4 Rapture to the wall with Rampage and a max seal on Ron. Very nicely done. Rampage, Justice going to juice it up 1. He's got a -2. All right, so they're going to stop the Rapture. Moxie's going to put out 1. F4 Rapture with Rampage would make it a 5, would lower it down to 4, but Pope is going to prevent it. All right, let's go over 2. And Rod should hit. Thank you for that, Ron. Let's take out that blue block. Actually, wrong wall. Take out the black block. VOX getting her first points of the night on the wall. Black block. Okay. Rod takes a block. Moxie, Strawman, F4 Rapture shut down. And let's go over to Julia. 20-second timer, Julia. You can move at this point. You and Villar are free to move about the map. And the nerf is gone because Jim played Inferno, so that was a 25% nerf. We're back to full strength. Timer's up. She beats the timer. Binds to cat, scold to cat, F5 seismic. Hits. All right. Binds to cat, does hit. Takes her down to 90. Cat has pet repel. So Scold is going to get a dose of pet repel. Means the watchtower does not light up. And no absorption. F5 seismic loaded to the wall with disperse, does hit. And the only option is the battleship. Because the rover's gone and their submarine is gone. So battleship is taken out of play. And now the damage to the wall. F5 seismic with disperse. Blue block. Mass destruction. 50% of a blue block. 1.5 blue remaining. All right, let's go from Julia over to Cat. 20-second timer. Easily beats the timer. Ion Pope from the temple. Mythic Orbital to the wall. Could be worth 23. When and if that wall goes down. Dragon Smoke. All right. All of the Dragon Stones are lit. Spruce to the Straw Man and a Hinder to Julia. All right, Ion Pope, Mythic Orbital, Dragon Smoke, Spruce, and a Hinder. All right, let's go to Valar. Valar, 20-second timer. Timer's up. Valar did not beat the timer. We're going to start a second timer for a nerf. And after Valar, Trigger will be up next. She does beat the second timer. She's going to move to the DZ. K9 to the wall, Seal and Thrill. Rage to the Watchtower. She didn't specify her grenade, so it's fine to put it on a second line. I was going to ask. Can't just Rage to the Watchtower. You do have to pick a grenade. K9 to the wall. Takes that 50% blue. Down to 10% blue. Blue block still remaining, but she takes down 40% of it. Elmo is going to be 10 points. And Art gets their second Watchtower. Movement's good. Pat's good. Seal and Thrill. And Grenade. All right, final move of the first half. Trigger. Bring us home, Trigger. 20-second timer. Easily beats the timer. Thank you for that, Trigger. That's what I'm used to. F4 Elmo to the wall. Mythic Kang to her boss and a pet repel. Only problem is can't enrage because she has Torment on her. So, Jim, that is going to be a regular Elmo to the wall. That's all she can do. It hits. All right. And regular Elmo. No juice on it. 50% of a green block. All right, so Ark has 10% of that blue left. 1.1. And Vox has 1.5 green up there. All right, give me your second half subs, everybody. We're at round number 5. Round number 5. Stasis goes away. Lingering smokes go away. Valar loses her seal. DZ. Third halo for Cat. Third halo for Valar. 25-25 in the DZ. Justice and Trigger both get the temple. Blessing. Number 4. For Vox. That straw man should be on number 3. Got put on the watchtower. Arc should have 3 watchtowers at 15 points. All right, so we got Busy coming in. Tim and Rejin coming in. All right, Rejin going to the ozone. Why is there no sentry turret gun in Vox's ozone? Leave in chat if you know the answer. Sheila does have one. Because they lost a battleship, exactly. Nope. Has nothing to do with the Dragonstone. That's why I wanted to ask. You have to get a cannonball and a tire. So Tim coming in for Cat. All right, so we got Sir Tim there. All right, Arc is set up. Remember, there's a lot of different ways to get points. One thing about this map, you never know how close the games are. Got Busy's buffs. Got Ray Zhen's buffs. Got Shaman's buffs. We need Sir Tim's buffs. There we go. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate that. All right, so at the start of the turn, before we get to Busy, Ark, another 126 points in Kangs. Capping their third boss. All right, Busy. 20-second timer starting right now. 3 rounds to go, everybody. Busy beats the timer. Busy moving to the temple. Falls to Main Street. Going to drop Seal. Turn into a ninja. Rage Potion. Elmo Watchtower with Mass Destruction. Ron. It hits. 10 points for Busy. And a third Watchtower. Put it up there. We'll reset it. Ark with 3 Watchtowers. VOX with 5. All right, let's go over to Father Ron. 20-second timer, Ron. Timer's up. Ron beats the timer, moves to their bomber zone. Talon Justice into the temple. F5 Mighty Mike to their wall with Echo. Ron pushing a point of Echo down to Justice. He has -2 hinder, so that'll get rid of some of it. Ark has us waiting. Sheila's going to prevent the Mighty Mike. All right. Mighty Ron with the Mighty Mike. Sheila with the mighty prevention. All right, let's go to Gemstone, 20-second timer. Started Gem's turn. Her second boss caps. Flag number 4 for Arc. Timer's up. Doesn't beat the timer. Move to their tank zone. Blaze to Strawman. Inferno Strawman and sending down a point of Echo to Julia. She's got a negative hinder, so that would even her out. Ron, you got a Blaze and an Inferno. Blaze is going to be Strawman number 4. Inferno is going to be number 5. And that's going to break her seal. All right, after Gemstone, we got the Great Justice. Gold Orb. 20-second timer, Justice. Easily beats the timer. Thank you for that, Justice. Dune to Sheila. Dallas to Strawman. Pet Repel. S8 Elmo to the Watchtower. Let me know if it hits, Jim, or if we're going to wait. Hits. Dune is going to take Sheila down to 89%. Going to put out Strawman number 5. He's also going to light up Watchtower number 6. And he gets 10 points from an Elmo. VOX can only light up 3 more Watchtowers. All right, after Justice, we got Julia, 20-second timer. Teams are improvising tonight, for sure. It's going to test you. Timer's up. Julia beats the timer. Mythic Kang to Busy's boss. That could be worth 63. Going to Euclid Tim. Ouch. Torment Justice. Can we get a check on Justice? I feel like he was tormented earlier in the game. So you got to redirect the torment smoke to a valid target. All right. You're going to redirect the torment smoke to Rei Jin. Mythic Kang is good. We're going to skip Tim's turn if he remains a boss. Torment to Justice, or Torment to Rei Jin, sorry. S6 Elmo, going to hinder trigger, give her a -1. And the Elmo shut down, red, blue. And that's going to break Julia's seal. All right, and we will skip Sir Tim. He does beat the timer. You got that beat, Tim. And we'll go to Valar. Valar, 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Valar going to send boss to their chest. Boss in 5 would cap in 7. She's going to grab the absorption. Max seal to Sheila. Going to steal Rei Jin's boss. No boss for Rei Jin. K9's gone anyway because K9 does not persist through halftime. Going to haunt Rei Jin and lowers damage 20%. And Inferno to Strawman Ron. So boss is good. Max seal is good. Stealing the boss and lighting Strawman is going to be Strawman number 5. And the absorption is going to break from the Strawman. All right, let's go over to Trigger. They need you in a big way, Trigger. 20-second timer. Trigger's Dark Boss caps. Going to give VOX flag number 2. Trigger beats the timer easily. Vines to Sheila, Scold to Sheila, Blue Spark, S6 Elmo, adding the barrage to her damage. Jim, you got Vines and you got Scold. And S6 Elmo. Hits or waits? Arc, we need to know if it hits or waits. 5 seconds is going to hit. All right. We are waiting. All right, vines are going to hit. She's going to use her arc mask to stop Scold. Taking the Shaman down to 79%. And the Elmo Lights Watchtower number 7. And 10 points. All right, we go from Trigger over to Shaman Sheila in the O-Zone. 20-second timer, Sheila. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. All right, she's going to get in the turret. That's important. Give you that. Heal and seal. Would take her back to 89. All right, so Cordon is going to fizzle because what Cordon does is seals the enemy straw man if you don't have any lit. You guys have 5 of them lit. Banish Wand of Valar, so the Nirvana Wand is good. All wands have been played. Valar can't be launched or knocked out. S8 Elmo to the wall. Nope, she cannot. She's got to know what the pet does. S8 Elmo. 9-10. Yeah, don't play it if you don't know what it does. I mean, there's a clear pet and a clear target. You can't guess. %20 nerf. So she gets to 2-point rage from the turret. Makes the S10. And you got 50, actually you got 10% blue, sorry. Blue block, 10% gone. 10% gone. And 75% of the red, you got 25 red remaining. Three and a quarter. All right, final move of round number 5 is Regine. 20-second timer, Regine. Easily beats the timer. Thank you for that. Combustion. Is there a area? you guys are on it tonight, man. There are no areas that have 2 people occupied. So you play the combustion and it doesn't do anything. Aces Moxie to the straw man. Puts out straw man 5. Dropping a seal. And a spruce. Going to put out straw man number 4. All right, that's the end of a painful, painful round. Let's add it up. We've got Busy Bee with a blessing. Justice with Temple number 5, and Justice grabbing the golden orb. Congratulations, Justice, 100 points. Gemstone with 100 points of siege. Ron, 100 points of siege. DZ, 25-25. Strawman, 15 for Arc. 0 for Vox. There is nothing to Dominari. The orb is not scored as a PCP point. Never has been. It's charted, but it's not. Spyglasses, gold bars, feathers, cannonballs, tires, waves, torches, bullseyes, the 9 award, the Ace award, the Top Gun award, any of the 25s and 50s. All right, let's go to round number 6. Final round of 5 people. Busy Bee, 20-second timer starts now. Busy quick on the draw. Thank you. Going Gold Kang to her boss. Super Thrill, T10. Regien shuts it down. Quick stuff there, Ron. Sorry, Busy. That would have been a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. She does send a point of echo down to Jim, though. All right, let's go over to the Messenger of the Lord. 20 seconds, Ron. Timer is up. Let's see if Ron can beat it. Does not beat the timer. 20 seconds goes quick. Keeps the game going, though. Puts the pressure on our players. Orcus to busy, F4. St. Elmo to the watchtower. With Rampage. All right. Before you answer the question, Jim, Ron did not meet the requirement for the watchtower because Villar played watcher. All right. He will get the points for the Elmo. He will not light it because F5 is the minimum. And the Orcus is good, but he does get 10 points. Orcus will break busy seal. It's also going to put out strawman number 3. Would not. The potion has to meet the requirement. Now, I think that's a fair question. So here's what I'll do. Because if you didn't know, you didn't know. But that's the case. I think that's a fair challenge. All right, so I'm going to, because this is new, Ron, I'm going to allow you to use a higher grade of potion. It'll come out of your inventory. You have to use F5 or higher. I think that's a fair question. Rampage, Echo, whatever. It does not. You still got to meet the requirement. All those do is gives you extra damage when they hit. All right. So Ron's going to use an S6. Now, Jim, I'll go back to you again and let you choose whether or not you want to stop it. All right. So they're going to do something to that. And just remember, no matter what you're aiming at, you have to meet the requirement of what you're hitting. Blue sparks, potions, echo, all those things are going to be extra. All right, gold blue from Jim. So now I'm going to take that 10-point Elmo I just gave to Ron away. He doesn't get that. Jim's going to play the gold blue and stop it. Ron's going to lose his absorption and still doesn't like the watchtower. All right, Orcus is good. S6 stopped. He will get the point of Rampage in his final round, though. All right, let's go from Ron over to Gemstone. 20-second timer. We've got Jim, Justice, Julia, then Sir Tim will finally get a move tonight. Timer's up. She beats the timer. Jim is going to go heal and seal. Gold Dark Nolan, Elmo to the wall. All right. In order to get in wall range, I got to move you over. Gold Dark Nolan. Elmo, no juice with Disperse. She does get 10 points from the Elmo. Disperse, give a little bit of a bonus, but going to be about equivalent to a Wedding Crasher with no juice on it. She does have a point of Echo from Busy. Got 25 red. Going to give her 1 full red block after the Mass Destruction. 6 charges of Mass Destruction. You got 25 red still. That says 2 1/4 arc. Stays at 25. You take down 1 full block. All right, Justice has -2 hinder. Justice, 20-second timer. Timer's up. Justice beats it. Justice going to play Watcher. Fear Smoke Busy. S8 Elmo loaded to the Watchtower with Rampage. So if Arc wants to hit the Watchtower, their requirement just went up to F5. Some good renders tonight, and Watcher is really good. Pushing that requirement up makes it tough to do both, right? Jim, does it hit? All right, Busy is going to intervene. So no Elmo, no Watchtower. Busy's feared out of the temple. And Arc's requirement is now F5. It's a good move. All right, let's go over to Julia, 20-second timer. Got Julia, Tim, Valar, Trigger, Shaman, and Rei-Jin. She does beat the timer. Julia's going to use Kimuri to the Ozone. Gold Nolan. Going to put Dust Smoke on Trigger. M7 St. Elmo to the wall with Rampage, Ron. Julia -1 hinder. Rampage will balance that, so we're looking at an M7 Elmo. It hits. 2 1/4. with mass destruction. A little bit of overkill. Julia taking down the wall. 2 1/4 left. The wall is gone. A little bit over 2 1/2. Julia with a gold bar. All right, let's go from Julia. Over to Sir Tim. You're no longer a boss, Tim. 20-second timer. Tim beats the timer quickly. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate that speed. Moxie to Strawman. Seal F5 to the Watchtower with mass destruction. Stacking it up. Jim is going to Judas it back to her wall, Ron. Ron says it hits. The answer is yes. But neither has gotten it, so we're going to keep Dragon Storm at a negative. So as long as one doesn't get it and the other one doesn't, it's no balance either way. It's either usually a pump of damage or a decrease of damage. So if I miss it, as long as I miss it equally, it works. So tonight, because I didn't add it, it was going to be a nerf. So both teams will stay status quo. All right, put out a straw man. $10-point Elmo, but luckily it went to the wall. So it's going to break that first one, and this is a stronger wall. Black block. 50% of a green block. Let's go from Sir Tim over to Villar. 20-second timer, Villar. Villar's going to release the sub. All right. Because they control the straw man, she can't douse them. So she wants the wave, and that wave is going to knock Justice out of the temple. And Villar getting a wave. Justice cannot re-enter the temple this round. He's waterlogged. All right, let's go from Villar over to Trigger. Trigger, you have Dust Smoke. 20-second timer. Trigger, Shaman, and Rei Jin. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. Gonna Mythic Blitz, Julius Nolan. S6 Elmo to the Watchtower. Gold blue from Julia. Gonna break Trigger's seal and kill Julia's Nolan. All right, let's go over to the Shaman. Shaman, 20-second timer. Easily beats the timer, 10 seconds to spare. Nicely done, Sheila. Gold Kang to Busy's boss. Could be worth 55. M7 Red's Revenge to the wall with Mass Destruction. Sir Tim using a prevention. Sorry, Sheila. It's a nice shot, but Tim's like, I got to get something in there. All right, and last move in round number 6, Rei Jin. 20-second timer. Timer's up. Rei Jin, go to the temple. Mythic Blitz, Jim's Nolan, M7, Elmo to the Watchtower. Gold blue from Villar, final blue of the game. Break Rei Jin's seal. Stops the Elmo. And the Blitz kills Jim's Nolan. All right, that is the end of round number 6. Captains, Give me your final four. Congratulations to Shaman Sheila getting the Ace Award. Shaman controlling the ozone. Very nicely done. Good job, Busy. Let's see who we got for Team VOX. Ron going with his starters as well will be Ron, Justice, Cat, and the Doctor. Good job, Trigger. Playing 4 strong rounds tonight. Nicely done. Sir Tim as well. Good moves there, Tim. That was a tough Euclid. Other than that, pretty solid. Villar getting a halo. Regin getting a blessing. DZ was 25-25. Strawman 5-0. Nobody will get occupy points tonight. All right, let's have some fun. Finish strong. $173 points worth of Kangs for Team Arc. Boss number 5. "20-second timer, Dow. We got Dow, Ron, Jim, Justice, Julia, Kat, Villar, and the Doctor. Timer's up. Beats the timer, moves to the temple. Right beside Justice. Actually, right beside Regin, but Regin is out. So moves to the temple. Get Dr. Dye in there. H9 Elmo. Gold Rage with Shatter. Shatter does work. So you get a quarter of a block from Shatter. Takes you down to 25% green. Everything else is intervened. All right, Ron, 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Up. Faust to Justice. Torment to Jim. H9 Wedding Crasher with launcher. To the wall with ignite. Faust is going to give Justice 10% bonus to his PCP points. Double gold sonars. Gonna nerf that attack, Ron. $30% nerf coming at you. 9, rocket launcher. 10, ignite. 11, S7, mass destruction. 5, 30% nerf on the Wedding Crasher. Start with 50% green. It's been a while since we've seen VOX hit a wall. Starting to worry about you guys. 50 green, and 10% blue. Ron, you got 90 blue remaining. After the double sonars. All right, let's go from Ron over to Gemstone. 20-second timer, Jim. Surrounded by torment smoke. Field of Torment. T10. Cat with the prevention. Jim beats the timer. Cat prevents it. All right, let's go over to Justice. Final move, Justice, 20 seconds. Saving a little something for the end. Timer's up. Beats the timer. Justice is going to go to the temple. Over beside Dow. H9 Goliath. Going to max spark Valar to slow her down. Dow going to prevent it. All right, Temple. Rage, Thrill. And he's sending a point of Echo down to Cat. 4 turns remaining. Let's go to Julia. 20-second timer. Timer's up. Beats the timer. Arc Spark, Bloodlust, Gold Rage. Wedding Crasher, Super Thrill. Smoke, Potion, Pet, Spark. Ron with the prevention. Look at this shutdown. Man, you guys are saving a lot for a lot of people. They knew big stuff was coming at the end. Love it, love it. All right, Cat, 20-second timer. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer, Cat. Red Petro to Villar. Seal and Thrill. Move Cat into wall range. All right, Petro is going to knock Villar. This is a nice move here. Going to knock Villar out of the DZ. Then they're going to max Sparker. And Villar, by the way, you don't have wall range. You're stuck where you're stuck. Right outside the DZ. Going to shatter. Down to 65 blue. 9, 10. 11 with Echo. 5 mass destruction. Best wall shot of the night. $65 blue. Blue, blue. 35% red. You got 65 red remaining. All right, we got Villar and Dr. Dye. Villar will cap a flag on her turn. 20-second timer. Flag number 6 for Arc. Beats the timer. Villar's going to Talon Julia to the DZ. Torment Dr. Dye. And light a straw man. See if Ron lets it hit. Straw man, Ron, anything? Straw man number 2 lit up. And the final move of the night, everybody, fastest match of the year, Dr. Dye, 20-second timer. Finished by 11 o'clock. Growing pains, but we are getting better. Timer's up. Did not beat the final timer, but that's okay. Got to get this move right. All right, do another 20-second timer. This would be for a nerf of the final attack. Talon Cat to the DZ. It's a nice move there. Recover that DZ point. S8 Wedding Crasher. Did not peel the Torment. So you can't enrage. You just had a Torment played on you. You do get the blue spark. You do get the thrill, but no S8. So we will give you the rest of the red block, but that's it. No juice on it. And that, everybody, is where we leave it. Good game, good game. Some new stuff. Nobody stuck to their plan because some sub-releases and render and a whole lot of stuff. A lot of fun watching. I love when these two teams play. It's one of my favorite matches. All right, we got Blessing for Arc. Another Blessing for Vox. Cat able to sneak in and get that Halo. Halo number 4. Her and Villar tying. DZ 25-25. Strawman 10 points. Let's count down these blessings. Arc only getting 3. So we take down a green, and a blue. On the other side, Vox, 7 blessings. That's going to matter because these orbitals, extra points there. So we take down the 3 red blocks, rebuild it. One, 2, 3, and 4. Vox managing to come back and tie on the walls. And PCP DZ is 75 points for Villar, 75 points for Cat. Give me 5 minutes, and I'll give you guys a winner. Be right back. All right, everybody, we are back in a pretty strong boss Kang game by Arc tonight. Strategies were all mixed. They were all over the place. I'm not going to give you a line for line. I'll give you a summary of most of the lines. So really quickly, flag game, Arc, 6 flags, and not a lot of resistance with those flags. You've got 1,050 for Arc, and you've got 450 for VOX, 600-point differential. Walls, 350, 350. Strawman, not a huge difference. VOX did a good job shutting down the Strawman, but still 75-point advantage. So at this point, you've got Arc up about 675. Kangs did not help the VOX calls, 417 to 189. At this point, we got about a 1,000-point game. It did start to change a little bit. Siege and Occupy, 100 points in each. Both got a Siege, nobody got Occupy. Watchtower. VOX spent a lot of time, a lot of resources to get the Watchtower. They really needed to cap it. They didn't. They only got 7. That's 175 points. They didn't get the bonus that they were trying to get. Over on the other side, Arc got 75. DZ, 150 for VOX, 125 for Arc. Timers, 9 missed timers for VOX tonight. 210. Arc 260. Another 50-point advantage. PCP points, VOX got the advantage. 250 to 225. Extras, that included your Elmos, Orbitals, Dark Bosses. VOX with the edge, 107 to 80. And in deductions, 3 Mythic Gideons, Arc taking off 84 points. 1 for VOX, 24. Final score after all deductions said and done. Arc, 2,673. VOX, 1,907. And I'm going to tell you, for all those bosses, these games are still much, much closer than you guys realize. I mean, that's about a 2-wall differential right there. In the old days, that would have been, all those bosses, that would have been a 2,000-point win. So keep in mind, every time you guys play, you are in this thing. But I'm going to tell you guys, if you do, I've said this for 2 weeks now, if you don't have a wall strategy, you're going to be in trouble this season. You might not have to have everybody on the wall, but if you don't have a wall strategy and an ability to get some points on the wall, it's going to be tough to make up the points. So, have a good night, everybody. Tomorrow night, everybody, be here. We got some nice giveaways. We got our best box event ever. Maybe have some more wands in that box event. We haven't seen the wands in a long time. Again, Ron, happy birthday to Haley and everybody else. You guys have a great night. Thanks for playing fast. We did pick up the pace a little bit tonight. And 11:15, we're still done pretty early. Thank you all for everything you do. I will see you all tomorrow night. Have a good peace.